What is Robert E. Lee's connection to Fort Pulaski? Have you ever wondered how a single fort can connect to significant figures in American history? Robert E. Lee's connection to Fort Pulaski is quite fascinating. It all begins early in his military career. As a young officer in the United States Army, Lee played a role in constructing Fort Pulaski. This fort was built to protect the port of Savannah, Georgia, which was vital for trade and military operations. Fast forward to the American Civil War, and Lee had risen to prominence as a Confederate general. After the Confederacy took control of Fort Pulaski, he was appointed commander of the military district of South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. In this role, Lee visited Fort Pulaski to oversee its defenses. He understood the importance of this fort in the broader strategy of coastal defense. Lee directed several improvements to Fort Pulaski's fortifications. He ordered the construction of traverses on the ramparts. These earthworks were designed to absorb enemy fire and protect the fort's artillery. He also had ditches dug in the parade ground to catch incoming shells, enhancing the fort's ability to withstand an attack. Lee supervised the gathering of materials and the labor of the garrison to complete these defensive works before the Union bombardment began in April 1862. During this time, Lee conducted a broader survey of Confederate coastal defenses. He recognized the strategic threat posed by Union naval forces. His focus was on defending key waterways and ports, including the approaches to Savannah and Charleston. Lee took measures to block river channels and strengthen other forts in the area to prevent Union forces from advancing inland. Despite Lee's efforts, the situation changed when Union forces captured Tybee Island near Fort Pulaski in late 1861. This allowed them to establish artillery batteries to besiege the fort. Initially, Lee believed that the Savannah River could not be forced and that Fort Pulaski's defenses were strong enough to hold. However, as the siege progressed, it became clear that the Union's rifled artillery could breach the fort's walls. Ultimately, Fort Pulaski surrendered in April 1862 after a notable siege. This event highlighted the effectiveness of rifled artillery against traditional masonry fortifications. Lee's connection to Fort Pulaski is a blend of his early involvement in its construction and his later role in overseeing its defense during a critical time in American history.